Brown guy with tattoos. I think I'm covered. We're looking for a brown guy with tattoos. Perfect.
Is that the AK day?
That was the AK day. So
chest blasted.
Chest. He just won.
How about this? We'll get something for the listeners. All right.
Dude, if people understood that they can get slapped at any fucking point in time, they would legitimately shut the fuck up. Fucking take the labels off of this shit. They want to drink the bleach, drink the bleach. So day drinking, and I was like,
I caught that. I'm like, motherfucker! It's 11.
We're at work. It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Work at least.
It's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Too, but I was like, yes.
Now it's time for me to talk about blood dick. Right. Why the fuck were you guys talking about that before the fucking episode? Hashtag blood dick.
So awesome.
Listen. Welcome to the Covert Standard.
How we doing, folks? This is Clear Malfunction here, coming in here with Bad Karma Live, Cabal, USA. You're setting me up for a win here. And Nitro Panda.
Yeah.
We are the Covert Standard.
Do you want another shot?
Jesus.
We'll fucking keep it. No, fuck it. Fuck it. I'll take the sabotage. I can turn this around.
Let's do it.
anyways.
Turn it around. Let's see it.
All right. So we do have two sponsors at the top of the show. First one is Cabal USA. Have the right gear. Mr. Drinking a beer right now. He makes some fantastic holsters if you have a Glock or if you have a SIG 320 or 365. Also, he has got some cool shirts, hats, mugs, all kinds of extra neato, spaghetto stuff there. That's how you turn the ship around. That's how you turn that ship around. You say neato. Keep going, and then we're
gonna go back to the real intro that you started with.
Covert Standard is the promo code to get 15% off. So go check that out. It's cabalusa.co. Definitely drop that M off. Second sponsor is going to be iView Marketing. He's going to handle any of your print management needs. This gentleman is a master at putting anything you want on any kind of product. So if you want zebra stickers of Covert Standard, you can make that happen.
Zebra tattoos.
Or
zebra gum tattoos.
What are we were going to put something on special package going to Afghanistan.
The goat pocket.
The goat. Oh my god.
Elias, you'll be ready for that.
So we should go into the original that you were going to say.
What was
on staring into a mirror?
Have you ever stared into a mirror and held your own eyelids open?
Forcefully.
Oh my god! All right, clear malfunction.
Right?
Yeah, I love that you didn't get your name right.
He's like,
right. He's like, what's my name? What's my name?
Fuck. Clear malfunction.
So these are the.
So it's clearly a malfunction.
It was perfect.
I fucking loved it. It actually reminded me of a fucking movie. The fucking radio host from that Wet American Hot Summer.
Yeah,
fucking movie where the kids just like there. You haven't seen that shit?
It's
Dude,
Netflix.
It's got a bunch of shit. Like an awesome cast.
Nope. Yeah.
Definitely worth watching, but it's like, that's always, hello.
Hello, welcome.
Speaking of, movies in general, I thought a good topic would be, favorite gun movie or gun scene from movies. I feel like that's not a subject we've covered enough.
Can I just name a bunch of movies I like? Instead of just saying number one, because number one
doesn't have to be number one. Okay. I am the fucking king of not being able to decide what's my favorite. I fucking like too much shit, but a number like a very obvious go-to for me.
It's pink in the middle. It don't matter.
Is it though?
It is.
Way of the Gun.
It's all pink in the middle.
Way of the Gun's good.
Way of the Gun. A fantastic fucking gun movie. I know. Obviously, there's Heat. We'll get to that. But the standoff in the brothel at the end. Diving into that fucking fountain. With all those broken beer bottles and the glass in the forearm.
Oh, that was so hardcore.
Fucking trying to shoot from, pretty much being fully surrounded with minimal cover. The beginning of the ridiculousness with the full auto foul. There's so much silliness to that movie, but I do fucking love some of the tactics. The two-man crew, leapfrogging with the retreat when they're kidnapping the wife. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
We're just listening. We're listening to the synopsis going on right now.
That whole fucking movie is phenomenal, but that scene that you're talking about is fucking solid.
Dude, that
work.
Sticks in my head. That special effects guy is a genius. Whoever came up with when he's pulling the fucking glass out.
So a dream of mine at one point
It's
in my
called
life.
practical effects. Oh, you gotta love it.
A dream of mine at one point in my life was that I wanted to obviously become an instructor, get into really heavy, gunplay,
Check.
do all that stuff. I'm doing it, right? But I haven't, done the other part because I don't know where to look, and I don't
What's
even know
the other part?
I thought about being an actual gun guy for movies.
Sure.
I wanted to do that. I think I would be pretty good. I think I pay attention to enough.
I thought you were in one.
Which one?
You did child acting.
That was childhood acting,
Oh.
and that had nothing to do with gunplay. No, I'm talking about being. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about those dark times.
You sure? We're not gonna tell the audience about that movie.
It wasn't a movie; it was a TV show.
A TV show, but
Yeah.
that had a following.
Mortal Kombat Conquest. Yes, we can go ahead and talk. You want to talk about that? You can Google my name, but I'm not going to give it to you. So anyway, I wanted to be the gun guy for movies and like TV shows, and what really brought out my thought process on that is because I have a very bad habit. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can agree. I have a bad habit of looking at a movie and calling out all of the problems with the gunplay.
So I do that sometimes, but the real thing that bothers the fuck out of me is when it just everything is wrong. When they get everything wrong.
Yeah.
When it's very clearly like, fuck. And I feel like that's the majority of movies out there.
The Walking
majority
Dead
of
season 1,
dude.
season 2.
The Walking Dead's early seasons are fucking terrible.
It's terrible.
Even the later seasons aren't great.
But they got better.
They definitely got better.
They had to have hired somebody.
Yeah,
they had to have listened to the fan base saying, you guys suck at this, so they hired somebody.
Right.
But the very first one was horrible.
Did anybody see the new Death Wish with Bruce Willis?
No, not the new one. No.
Dude.
Was that bad?
He gets slide by holding a gun with one hand.
How do you do?
You can't fucking do it.
I mean,
Bruce Willis can.
A
He can do whatever he
Glock
wants.
17 managed to get slide by and cut his hand by.
That feels weird.
And it wasn't like it happened the first shot. It was like 3 or 4 shots into a magazine. It cut his hand. Like it was clearly a movie written by people that had heard of guns but didn't really know anything about them.
Like these things go pew pew, right? Yes.
Right.
Yes.
No, it's probably like they shot one and then they got like that slide by
Heat.
to like fuck.
Chase, that's the movie you threw out there. Heat.
Oh, I got a lot to throw out, but yes, Heat, great fire and suppression movements at the end of it after the bank robbery scene. I love the fucking Mozambique that he always does.
I still want to have, even though I know it has no real practical usage, I want one of those fucking M4s. Just like the old school carry
737,
handle.
727.
Yes.
No, I agreed. I want one too.
I'm going to fucking, at one point, I will SBR it and I will make that.
Yeah.
Colt has one right now that you could buy at a decent price that is a complete government issue, like modeled after the. It doesn't have a fixed carrying handle.
Yeah, so you got to build it.
Brownells.
You have to build it.
Brownell's putting out the retro shit.
Yeah.
I just buy a Colt and then I'll build it.
I like the fucking director always has like the handguns are generally for the main people are always in 45.
Okay.
And that's generally kind of consensus on what did he do after that? He did Collateral.
Yep.
And USP in 45. I like that on. I'm sure it's. I don't know if the fucking blanks are cheaper for 45, but I don't know. I just thought that was always a cool thing.
Yeah.
Or maybe either the theory or thought process that 45 is better.
If you're getting technical, like so Way of the Gun, they're using 9mm 1911s.
Mm-hmm.
They're not using them because they were trying to imply that they were 9mm 1911s. They're using them not because they're cheaper, but because when you're using blanks and you're running through a fuckload of blanks are already more dirty than a normal gun.
Yes.
And then 45 is way dirtier than 9mm.
Yes.
So when they're just from the sheer practical side of things of not taking the guns apart and cleaning consistently when they're trying to shoot those ridiculous scenes, they were using 9mm 45s. But yeah, that's interesting that they were, for USP. I mean,
yeah, USP 45. The fucking main characters in Heat, Al Pacino and
Robert De Niro,
SIG 220 in 45, and then the fucking Colt, probably 1911 or 1970s. No, 1911.
91
officer's model.
Okay,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
and in 45, I like most of his movies. Most of the fucking people are using 45. I always thought it was interesting.
Yeah, that's a good movie. I do like that movie. I'm gonna go a little weird here.
You? I already got one.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
No. Go ahead.
Well, I'm going to go with over two. One of them that's a newer movie.
Yeah, we're
going to do about a million of these things.
Yeah, we got all day.
So I'm a big fan of really old weapons when they get put into movies because there's so much more that go behind firing, and if they get it right, to watch somebody actually from back in the day have to load a muzzleloader and fire a muzzleloader. So I'm going to go after movies like Patriot or Glory. A lot of people sleep on Glory, but that's that one battle scene where they're actually trying to attack the hill. And when they attack the hill, it's one of the movies that Denzel Washington was in, like his early years of acting. And they attack the hill, and you see them fire, and that's it. They have one bullet.
Yep.
And then if they're going to keep going, they're going to go with a bayonet. There was something about that to see them actually load it, put the pull the patch.
Sorry about that.
Stuff it, the gunpowder, and then the ball, stuff it, and then I don't know actually how it does. I've never done it before, but like just to watch them do that, there's like a nostalgia behind it.
Yeah,
and especially when they get really good at it, to where you see the firing lines, right? Like red coats versus blue coats or whatever. Mm-hmm. You see the firing lines where the first row people fire, and then they step back, and then the second row steps forward, and then they fire. And
so there's no pause between.
By the time the first, dude, just watching military tactics like that. With gunplay, with things like that, I think is like awesome because like nowadays, and I'm not saying it's bad. I fucking love. Obviously, I'm a big gun advocate. I love guns, but just looking at what we have today versus like back then, it's just like back then it's just so much more involved with your firearm. Today, it's like I load a magazine. Boom, 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 boom.
I feel like it was slower.
Everything was slower. Yeah.
So it's more technique, and it was definitely by the individual's tactics and like speed,
making your shots count.
Making your shots count.
Yeah.
It's not just by luck of the draw type of thing.
I'm really trying to stay away from what probably all of us agree on, John Wick. I don't want to say that, so I'm gonna.
We'll get there.
I'm glad you brought that up. I don't want the listeners saying like, "Are you guys fucking kidding me?" Are you guys
missing? We all agree on this, but we're trying to stay away from that. But I'm gonna have to go with Sicario. Sicario, I think, has really wonderful gunplay in it. They have a lot of good team tactics involved in it as well. They have a lot of good different old school ways to use your weapon in it. That's brought to to light of how people used to use guns in certain situations, like when he put his finger in the trigger and he just started fanning that trigger as fast as possible. That was the second
one, right?
That's the second one, yeah.
Dude, I used to do that shit on fucking Time Crisis all the fucking time.
I mean, when you're talking about, I think of the fucking border shootout when they're all stuck at the border.
So that's the team tactics that I'm talking about. When they start backing up, I mean, literally, we use that to teach team tactics. Like that video has been used, and if I'm not mistaken, they use it in some police.
It has for the Marines. I know that one.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah. So Sicario, the final part where he goes to the mansion, where he uses the patrol car as a fucking distraction, puts 3 suppressed into bad people there, and then goes in with Mark 23 suppressed.
Oh.
Yeah. I like that. I like that part.
Yeah, that's it's awesome. And I mean, just him in general, like seeing him in that
Benicio
kind of character.
Del Toro.
Hey, great, great
I
actor.
mean, the way of the gun,
he killed it.
Fucking,
he killed it.
Yes.
He's good when he gets that kind of role.
I'm going to let you go. We obviously got more that we're going to talk about. I'm going to go over like some of the comedy ones too in a second. But go ahead.
What you got?
What do you got, Dave?
Blazing Saddles.
Yeah, nice.
Comedy one.
That's yeah, there you go.
Talk to me about the Blazing Saddles good gun scenes.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
No.
Zero.
No, what's a real
fucking
thing?
Good, dude.
Let's hear it.
Look, no, you guys fucking went over most of the movies, man.
I got a lot more, bro.
I got more.
Again, let me finish that sentence. The ones that I would like to bring out.
Yeah.
No, but like fucking, I had a blast watching Blazing Saddles because it talks about all the don'ts when it comes to the gunplay and whatnot. And they did that shit on purpose. My bad, Chase, for kicking your foot, and I'm playing footsies. So
Chase likes that shit.
There's a reason why he put this foot there. So
he likes when you rub your foot on his foot. No.
I'm going to throw this one out there, and this is going to lead us down a different path. Tombstone.
Oh, dude. Wonderful. Wonderful movie. You know, that's my dad's favorite movie. Every time I go, and I love it. It's like one of my favorite things that me and my dad do together. Whenever I go to visit him, he always puts it on the TV and sits down, and I just sit right. Like it's like a I don't know what it is. It's just a thing we do.
So I get a lot of shit for it being majorly into westerns, and that being my favorite western. You know, a lot of old timers because that's the only people that really are also into westerns. So I'm talking to old people, and they get mad at me about being into Tombstone. because there's so many other fantastic old westerns, and there's no doubt about it. But for me, that's the one that really sticks in my head. Yeah, dude. Val Kilmer, Kurt Russell, Sam Elliott. There's so many fantastic actors in it, and then the action in it's great.
It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
the fucking shootout
when
at the
I
OK
met you,
Corral.
When I met you, fucking going on what? We're almost 12 years now.
12?
Maybe exaggerating a little bit over here.
Sure, but when we first met,
when did you move down here?
You asked me about that.
About that movie?
Yeah, and I'm like, I've never seen it, never heard of it. Yeah, what? 2009.
When did you move down here?
9 years.
13.
2013.
So even less.
That's when I met you guys.
Yeah.
6 years, and then that's
when I met all
too.
you guys. So
And then-
6 years. It's been 6 years.
9.
I feel like it's been longer.
9.
Maybe
Yeah.
longer.
So he asked me about Tombstone, and I'm like, never seen it. Dude fucking flipped out. He's like, are you fucking serious? I'm coming over. Bringing a fucking gallon of fucking
You've
Captain
never
Morgan.
seen it.
Never seen it.
I can see you doing that. I really can see D going, "Oh fuck you, I'm coming."
Yeah, he's coming. He shows up, brings salsa, chips, fucking.
Dude, Dillon is the master of showing up with things like this.
What-
Like, I swear to God, he is.
It's like an event that he's been planning for someone in his life to say, "You don't fucking know,"
because he wants to stick in your butt sometimes. That's what it is.
Maybe that happened once
He's like-
upon a time. As far as like that was a dream that he wanted to do, but no,
It happened.
no, it didn't.
I was there.
So
Oh, we have a witness.
when was that?
He was the perpetrator.
He was filming.
Perpetrator. So play it, and I'm like, how the fuck did I not hear about this fucking movie?
Oh, the movie's so
And he
great.
goes, I know. And then next thing you know, he's walking around with the fucking holster with the fucking bullets.
Oh, yeah,
in
that's
him.
Dillon. That's
like,
Dillon.
And it's fucking 6-shooter. I'm like, are you fucking serious for now? He's like, yup. Spinning the gun and it's fucking loaded. And I'm like, bro, is that double action? He's like, nah, it's single. What, are you fucking crazy?
Western Open Range.
Open Range is good.
I loved Open Range. The fucking shooting at the end was phenomenal. The fucking shooting to go to another gun, and then working the guy. I liked it. I like Open Range more than what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I used to watch that one till Open Range, and then I'm a sucker for Open Range. Every time it comes on, that I can watch things.
So the comedy aspect of it, I wasn't going to go necessarily that far, but I mean, I would consider this.
There's
the same
action
thing.
comedies though.
Yeah, like my one of my favorite was Hot Shots back in the day, but that's not what I was to talk about. Desperado.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say
like
that
the
one.
cheese.
Antonio Banderas comes out.
That's the kind of
Banderas.
shit that I would consider
How do you say
not
that?
a good gun movie,
Banderas.
even though it's a
Banderas?
fun gun movie.
Bandanas. Antonio Banderas.
By the
Banderas.
just say bananas.
Antonio Bananas.
You'll be all right.
Dude,
with
If I
the
say it fast
fucking-
enough.
Dude, the scene where he's on the bar and he's
with the
like,
guitar.
no, well, he's got the two P95s from Ruger, and he's fucking like, I can't really do the.
He's throwing the bullets
he's punching.
at the person.
Yeah, he's punching with the gun, and pulling the trigger at the same time, and somehow magically hitting everybody. And
You know what's funny?
He's doing twirls and dances.
I'm sorry.
I
the
know-
score of that fucking movie is phenomenal.
Bro, the bar
It's
scene
great.
was amazing.
Yeah, the bar scene was
Listen, I'm
amazing.
I'm not hating on it
Killed
from a
it.
movie aspect. I fucking
Killed
love
it.
that movie.
I
Yeah.
love
Not
the
a good
fucking
gun
like
movie, though.
hands up and fucking like both of the guns come out. If you watch it slow enough, it's like they cut like half the grips off just to come out of his
Just
sleeve.
to come out, and then he grabs
and then he
him.
fucking I
So
love that movie.
So if I know that the movie is a cheese movie,
Right, then you can
I
accept
don't.
it.
I can enjoy the movie
Right.
more than if I think they're trying to be serious and then I try to pinpoint their fucking
Like
shit.
Machete.
Oh my god.
Machete, yeah,
That's
Machete.
another great one. When he mounts the
Tarantino,
fucking
bro.
the cannon, the fucking Vulcan
On the
cannon on the
fucking
fucking motorcycle. Like, what the fuck? Like literally, like the most ridiculous thing you could ever think of.
I thought that
and
was the
I
same,
want one now.
That was the same director as fucking
It
Desperado.
might be. It might be. I don't
It's
know.
Rodriguez.
That's what it was.
Yeah,
It
Rodriguez.
was a commercial for Machete in Desperado. And then they
No,
turned it-
no.
Yeah,
It was
so
for later on.
Grindhouse was a film
That one.
That's what it was.
Grindhouse. Yep.
that Tarantino and what the fuck? I just said his name.
Rodriguez.
teamed up and did it like a double feature.
Yeah.
That's what you're thinking
That's
about.
what I'm thinking.
I want that motorcycle.
Once Upon a Time in Mexico, which is
That's another.
after Desperado.
But it's,
That's with Johnny Depp.
I like the when they're in the fucking church and he hits the guy in the fucking face with a guitar and then pulls out this tiny double barrel.
Yes.
And then it's just fucking
Yes.
popping rounds at people like, that's some good foregrip
Yes.
strength right there, bro.
Yeah.
That
I
is
want
so-
one.
If if we're gonna go comedy gunplay,
I was going everything. I'm just talking about everything. I got a lot of them.
Hot Fuzz. I gotta go Hot Fuzz.
I do like Hot Fuzz.
Love the gunplay and Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz is pretty good.
Because they it's a comedy, but they make an extra attempt to forcibly do serious but not serious.
Shot your gun up in the air and said,
Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
Hot Fuzz. I love Hot Fuzz.
So it was I think it was ahead of its time. It's one of those time periods that we were making movies, or that movies were being made to where they were trying to tell the future or do it in a futuristic perspective. Equilibrium. So when Equilibrium dropped, I thought, now this is before I started getting all that crazy into gun. This is when I was younger when this dropped. So I was a kid enjoying this, and just seeing him go through the mechanics of how he was shooting. Obviously, it's not real, but like none of these are real. It's movies, right? But like it was just so cool to see him go through the fluid motion and aiming, and every time he hit the target,
see, that's the kind of just the kind of stuff of it's like Desperado, to where it's like total fantasy land. I always appreciate like things like The Town. You guys remember the movie The Town?
Damn, that's a good one. Yeah, The Town.
With Ben Affleck.
There's a very famous scene that you and I talk about a lot.
Yeah.
Me and Chase, we text each other this a lot.
Don't know what you're talking about.
It's like the like we probably at least 6 times a year we'll talk about this certain scene. It's fucking.
What is the scene then?
Do you guys have a go-to like war movie that you appreciate?
Tears of the Sun.
Okay,
that's a kind of a
Tears of the Sun I like, but there's one for me that's
Saving Private Ryan.
Okay,
sure.
I'm cheating pretty much.
I'll tell you why after you're done, but
it's not a movie, but it's along the same lines. Mm-hmm. Band of Brothers.
Oh, yeah, dude, Band of Brothers is cool. Yeah,
the shooting in it is really, really like an ode to the period. I mean, they really put some fucking effort into figuring out how they would fight.
Saving Private Ryan is the only movie I've seen up till today, and I haven't seen them all, obviously, so I might be wrong, but what I've seen, and I've seen a lot, that has the most realistic whiz that you'll ever hear, where the bullet passes your head.
From the sound effect?
I know what that sounds like from a few different calibers, and I'm not happy about it, but I do know what it sounds like. And I swear to you, that movie, when you hear that, I got chills when I saw that. I went to go see that movie. Yeah. And when they had those theaters that have like the better Dolby sound or whatever, and they have speakers that carry it to the back.
Right.
I fucking got goosebumps to the where I had that jerking feeling in the back of my throat, like it felt like holy shit.
Yeah, I'm taking fire right now.
Yeah, it was the craziest thing ever. That was probably the most accurate sounding out of all the films I've ever seen. And even if I watch it on my TV right now, I still get it. I still get those chills just because I know it's there and I can hear it. But Saving Private Ryan, and I mean the movie is fucking amazing too. It's definitely going down hands down one of my top 100. I have to say top 100 now because I've seen so many movies and I like a lot of movies. So I have a top 100 list, and Saving Private Ryan is definitely in the top 100 list when it comes to that.
Tears of the Sun.
Tears of the Sun. See, I love your recommendation, but not for the gunplay.
Really? What don't you like about
I only like one scene because I thought it was the coolest thing, but I don't think it's an actual. When he starts setting up the explosives and he's doing the fucking flips everywhere. You know what I'm talking? I love that scene. I like, there was something about watching him move. It was so fluent. It was like so amazing.
I love the fire maneuvering, the bounding, all that type of shit. And I say it, and I'm a big gun nerd like you're talking.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gears of War. I heard it. I heard it coming.
Tears of the Sun. One of the main characters, Lake, which is the scout, the guy with the mohawk. When he's in the fucking town, he has a malfunction in his his Mark 23, me, and he constantly is running around with that. So that drives me up the fucking wall.
Right.
But that being said, I like the tactics for that type of shit of how, switch team, gold and red go this fucking particular way, and showing
when he plants explosions.
Well,
I don't know what it is.
Like you have your job, and then your inner self takes over, and like, okay, now we have to fucking help all these people, and like all of our guys pretty much die from that. Mm-hmm. But then, I don't like the fucking Mark 23. I don't like that when the fucking guy gets shot in the shoulder, he doesn't know how to shoot fucking left-handed. Like that drives me up the wall.
If you're in those type of tactics, you know how to shoot left-handed.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
in that kind of
you get trained. You get trained.
That's your job. Yeah.
Yeah. That drives me crazy. But no, I love that. Every time I see it, I love that fucking scene.
What about Starship Troopers?
I was gonna say Black Hawk Down.
Oh, that
Yeah,
oh,
that's good.
Black Hawk Down has a scene where they're doing cover fire for that alleyway. Great scene, great it's, and I love how they did it where they showed the perspective of where they're not firing, but they're still set up, and they think like, okay, are we still supposed to be here? It showed a really good perspective of how communication will fuck everything up. That movie was
done in conjunction with the military, and they did like a very good job of reenacting exactly what happened, like to a T of everybody and how it went down. You know,
I love Delta. Delta in the first part of it when they fucking come in them tiny ass birds and fucking swoop in and they assault this place, the correct term for it,
right?
And fucking just taking face and just shooting people. That was yes, perfect. We didn't waste a lot of time. We're not doing this drawn out shit. That was 30 seconds and we have this whole place down. Let's get the fuck out.
So difference in technique when you're talking about some of these different movies between a lot of the movies we're talking about versus say something like John Wick, which we all kind of acknowledged a second ago. We fucking love great gunplay, especially the second one, but really the first one too.
First one,
I've got both of them.
No, I just mean this applies to both, but especially the second one. But first one also is guilty of this. Of the tactics are terrible, the technique is amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
When I first saw the movie, I thought, the tactics are fucking phenomenal. And a couple instructors that I follow made that statement. And at first I recoiled from it. And then I thought about it. I'm like, you know what? That is actually really accurate. The technique between the different styles of shooting is fucking great in it. But he's running around like he's playing a video game on easy. Like he's exposing himself constantly.
Yep.
But it's fun. It's you're on a ride, and it's really fucking cool to see.
You said it. You said it at one point.
You're on a ride,
right?
I like that.
You said it at one point where it was basically this is what would happen if you take a competitive shooter and put him in a movie.
Yeah,
like that's what you, and it's perfect. That's exactly what it is.
The second one,
more
I would
so?
say more,
but the first one's still guilty of it.
I would say I
don't know, man. My favorite part was when he punched him in the throat with the gun and then reloaded it and then shot him. I was awesome. I'm in love. Let me rephrase what I was about to say. I don't want to just do that, but like if I were to be in a gunfight, I would hope that'd be something I could do is punch somebody in the throat.
Because my life was in danger, I wouldn't be upset that I got the opportunity.
I got the opportunity to do it. Like he literally pulls them out. Yeah, cram it. He literally pulls the gun out, click, and then he just punches him in the throat with the gun. I was like, yes, that is my favorite.
I like the different shooting platforms. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is I saw Sleaze to
I feel like I have
Weaver
a John Wick gun in my
to
hand.
center access relock.
I am just as good as
motherfuckers don't know
Keanu
about
Reeves.
that. No.
Matrix.
Sure.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Matrix, because people can actually dodge bullets like that. Did you know that? Did you
And
know that was a thing?
also can accurately dual wield MP5s.
Yes, you can. In perfect pattern across the room.
Wanted then?
Curving bullets.
Funny.
That's a real movie. What are you talking about? That's a thing.
Funny movie. Shoot 'em up.
Shoot 'em up.
Dude, I couldn't do it. I tried. I didn't get through it.
When he gets his fucking fingers busted, and then he puts the rounds between his hands to the fire, and then that shoots at him and kills the bad guy at the end.
Shut the fuck up.
Bro,
he does that.
Solved.
So
the best movie ever.
I couldn't handle it.
I ate carrots a lot
It was
after
amazing.
that movie.
Yeah.
Like after that, I was like, I gotta eat carrots. I gotta eat more carrots. His eyesight's like perfect in the movie. I was like, I gotta eat carrots.
You know, it's not carrots that makes your eyesight good.
That was beets.
It's something else.
I don't know what it
it's
is.
An old
Well, that's the myth, though. I'm with him on the myth.
In the movie, it's the carrots for
my
the eyes.
grandparents always told me.
It's an old myth that they brought it back up in like World War II or something. I don't remember.
Who knows?
It's not a thing.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry. Movies. Dave, you haven't said much. What else you got? What movie?
Saving Private Ryan was like my fucking go-to.
Good job.
It's a good movie.
Okay.
And we already covered the whole John Wick thing, and definitely a fan of. Shit, I just drew a blank. You just made me look at a screen.
Pulp
and I was trying to
Fiction.
read it.
How
Pulp Fiction.
about
the gunplay on that was pretty good.
Shooting the guy in the
I feel
fucking
like the
back seat.
gunplay-
the accident in the back
Yeah,
of the
I know
car?
that.
That
sucks
scene- that
at
scene is
Tarantino's
fucking
films,
phenomenal.
but they're fucking still fun.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a Rodriguez film, like the Reservoir Dogs scene where he fucking
movie.
takes the dual wields the fucking guns into the cop car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's
What's that guess?
I got another one that's really good.
Okay.
It's probably more comedic than anything, but it was awesome.
Expendables.
No,
Go ahead.
no, it's Boondock Saints.
all right.
Yes, when they're
fucking hanging from the ceiling on ropes,
specifically his dad when his dad shows up.
Yeah,
because he comes out and he's got a vest with fucking dual guns all down his vest.
That does seem like something like an old school dude would think would be a good idea.
Yes, I don't need
a reload.
What do they call it? New York Reload?
Yeah,
that's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
He was doing New York Reload the whole time.
It makes sense for his time.
I mean, absolutely.
Yeah. Sure.
What do you think about, Dave? What do you think about iconically? What do you think some famous scenes that just go down in history, even though it may be good or not good? Like, think of a movie like that. What would you think would be like one of the most like iconic scenes with a gun?
It's going to be the Terminator scene with the shotgun.
It's a good one.
Everybody loves.
Yes, when he fucking pulls it out of the fucking roses.
Yep.
Fuck yeah, bro. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That was one I hadn't got to was Predators.
Predator.
Oh, Predator. No, Predator.
Did you hear that?
The first one.
Okay.
What the fuck was that?
Fucking all kinds of hip fire in that movie.
Yeah.
Like it's exclusively hip fire.
Cutting fucking trees and shit.
I've noticed a lot of the older ones, like the 80s movies,
Yeah.
they do a lot of spray and pray.
Well, yeah, you got to show the guns and the arms of the guns. You know, all the shirts were sleeveless.
Yes,
and
they
then
were all
big. Every time Arnold's shaking someone's hand, they zoom
they
in the sweat.
Dude, the arm that gets zapped off and it's still firing as it falls on the ground.
Lethal Weapon.
Oh, which one though? Hold on, which one?
First one,
the
of
TV
course.
show.
First one's
First one's dope.
First one. That's not that bad.
Die Hard.
Die Hard. Yes.
Yeah, I thought that's where you're gonna go with iconic scenes. I was thinking of Die Hard.
I got one.
Yeah,
It's a very blatant.
MP5s.
It's a blatant scene because it's probably more famous than most of the ones that we've already recognized.
Yep.
Is Al Pacino in Scarface?
Sure.
Say hello to my little friend.
With a 203.
Boom, and throws a 203.
The power of cocaine.
Dude, that scene just seems so powerful to me. Like he just dips his
I
fucking
fucking
head
love
in
it. If we're gonna talk about like old fucking gangster movies, Dead Presidents. You guys ever fucking seen? I knew that's hood shit. I knew he would be.
Oh, thanks, asshole. I'm like, yeah, I know about that one.
We got that in common. I'm not shitting on you.
No, it's a great movie. Damn, we could talk about some real hood movies and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Boys in the hood.
I'm just thinking the scene in Dead Presidents when I think it's the girl actually. She jumps out, pops up out of the fucking dumpster, dual wielding some pistols. Their face painted.
Damn, there's another movie that's along those lines that I can't think about right now. That's escaping me. But Hot Shots. Are we gonna talk about that again? I don't know why I like that movie. I think it's just because I watched it a lot when I was younger. You've never seen Hot Shots? Charlie Sheen.
Oh,
Charlie Sheen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the parody movie of Rambo.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
the Deuce one, the second one was better than the first.
Hot Shots Deluxe?
Deuce or some shit.
Yeah. No, I agree. That was definitely better.
Fuck, what's the name of that?
What's not a good gun movie would be Rambo.
Yeah.
A lot of people forget. He didn't ever fucking shoot a gun in Rambo.
Yeah, he shoots at the end.
Yeah, he does.
He has a machine gun that he shoots around. He doesn't shoot at anybody, though.
Yeah. Well,
he shoots at a building.
At the building.
And then threatens to kill himself.
Yeah.
That's a much. I mean, it's not.
You know, you're right.
But the second and third, they involved a lot more guns.
He does kill some people, but he doesn't shoot anybody.
Does it with the cable.
He
gets it up close and personal.
He patches himself up with a fucking gunpowder.
He fucking he fucking dives on a pig with a fucking K-bar.
Yeah.
Kill a pig to survive out in like the
Middle
Washington somewhere.
That's not a thing. Those things can fucking hear you coming a mile away. There's no way that's a thing.
Dude, I bet you could do it.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, I bet so.
Granted, I have stabbed a boar before, but that thing was attacking me. So,
dude, I really see pigs as kind of like little shitty people.
LPs? Damn, bro.
Shitty little people.
Like,
so pigs have a derogatory term for most things. Right?
Like, for real, I know we're getting off movie tangent now, but like, so pigs, when they're domesticated, are kind of like reasonable animals to be around, but boars that root around and fuck things up and eat anything they can and scavenge, they kind of remind me of like a post-apocalyptic tribe of people that are just savages and want to murder everybody they can.
Dude, they will eat
their
everything.
senses are like pretty equivalent to human senses. Their organs are the closest to us. out of all mammals. Like, I don't know.
Are they?
They're pretty close.
Punisher.
I mean, if you're gonna go off of New York gangsters or Gangs of New York, there we go. That's the one.
Another. No, I was kidding.
Punisher.
That's where I get my science.
With Thomas Jane.
Nailed it.
With Thomas Jane, when he assaults the end nightclub. Besides the whole automatic fire, I liked a lot.
What? I'm sorry. Say it again.
The Punisher.
Oh, okay. Which one?
2004 with fucking Thomas Jane.
Okay.
I like that. I thought that was
You said
good.
his name. I caught that, but I didn't know who Thomas Jane was.
And then I was going to say for gangster shit, the Untouchables. The fucking down the stairway, down the stairs, courthouse shit. No, I thought I was waiting for a train.
Okay, the subway shit.
Subway shit.
Ooh.
When they're fucking shooting and the baby stroller's going down and his buddy saves it to fucking shoot the guy in the fucking mouth. Yes, that's one of those scenes. The fucking Terminator that you're talking about.
I gotta
That's
watch
what
that.
I think about. That's an amazing movie.
Nice. As far as tactics, definitely liked Act of Valor. Boat scene, best.
Why? Why is the boat scene the best there, Dave?
Because he likes boats.
No, I like
boats and hoes.
I like that
boats
they
and hoes.
actually show that part of the Navy.
Yeah.
I thought that was awesome.
That was
I
pretty
thought
cool.
it was fucking phenomenal.
All of the ammo at these motherfuckers, and
kind
of exactly what it did.
cover
Tore it
fire.
apart, huh?
Yeah, cover fire and get and extract. That's all we got to do, bro. If we hit, we hit.
How about with Mark Wahlberg, Shooter?
There's only
you guys seen that
certain
movie?
things that I liked about that movie, like taking
He
the
used-
firing pin out of the firearms while it's stored. I think that was the only coolest part, in my
Well, because that's what
opinion.
saved his ass.
Oh.
Yeah,
But I
just
the,
thought it was fucking
I
dope.
like the 22 shot that he made with the homemade suppressor.
Oh yeah, no, I like I would say I like it. Though what is just stupid. What drove me crazy is after he goes he's going after the Russian guy, kills all the guys, all the sentries around. That was cool.
Yeah.
And then like when he's coming into the room, this is just me being the technician side of me.
Yeah.
You see his fucking Beretta, and then he swings in to fucking point at the bad guy. That just drove me crazy. I don't know why. I'm sorry.
You know, for as liberal as movies are, as liberal as actors are in the movie world, there are so many movies that involve guns. So
Yeah,
It's drama.
Sure,
but you guys don't need it.
Drama
Yeah,
and
if we're gonna
violence.
go into like the cheese ball shit, I feel like we can't forget Face Off.
Nick
There's so
Cage and Travolta, huh?
Dude, there's
Amazing.
Damn.
Nicolas Cage diving with some gold 1911s, dive shooting.
Oh, that was Nick Cage's era, dude.
Yeah.
God,
No,
yeah, dude, he
left
made so
and
many
right.
good movies.
What Nicolas Cage? Con Air.
You don't
Con
get
Air
that?
was
I don't
Con
think
Air.
I was
there's
about
any
to say you
gunplay
don't
in it,
like
though, right?
Con Air?
Air was
They had the shooting part afterward. I just like the bad guy when he holds the fucking gun to the
Yeah,
bunny's head. I thought that was funny, but yeah,
John Malkovich.
yeah, that motherfucker.
John Malkovich, man, that guy, he
Yep.
always plays that really good
Yes,
character.
he does.
Crazy son of a bitch right there.
Kurt Russell. I'm trying to think of some good Kurt Russell.
Roadhouse.
Escape from L.A., Escape from New York.
That's Patrick Swayze.
That's Patrick Swayze. I always get them mixed up. I do that a lot.
Kurt Russell, he was in Furious 8 or something like that.
Yeah.
What was that last Tarantino movie? No, it was a Netflix movie, right?
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight.
No, that was
Series.
a legit movie, even though it probably should have been a Netflix.
I thought it was a series.
Hateful Eight.
No,
Yeah.
No, it's a movie.
it's a
Tombstone.
movie. That shit, I thought it was pretty fucking good. You know, it's all filmed in one day. No, I could have sworn that was a Tarantino movie, wasn't it? No?
Hateful Eight is
Yeah.
definitely a Tarantino
Yeah.
movie. Yep. This is
So-
his last movie. I really didn't like it, which sucks because
There's a sniper
that movie?
Tarantino. Yeah,
You
I
didn't
can't
like
think
it?
of.
no,
Really?
it's about an hour too long.
You just wasn't a fan about staying in the one scene.
The pacing and like you
I
know,
thought the pacing was pretty on point on my side.
Which James Bond movie do you like the most?
Oh,
Wait.
fuck.
You asking me?
Yes.
Skyfall.
Yeah, I
All day
liked
long?
Skyfall.
I liked all Daniel Craig's shit,
Yeah,
man. I
agreed.
think
I mean, we're really getting off topic with this, but I just looked up Kurt Russell because I knew there was a good movie I wasn't thinking of. 2 ones. Stargate with some fucking
Yes.
MP5s.
Is he in there?
Yeah, oh yeah. He's one. He's like the
Damn.
main. He's the Air Force.
yeah, the guy.
He's the Air Force
I don't remember that
Army.
movie enough
or
to
like
remember
Air
that.
Force Commander.
I thought they were doing P90s in fucking Stargate. Or is that
That's
the-
the show. The movie they were doing MP5s, and then Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah, great
with
movie.
that fucking like
Good
Tech
movie.
9.
Yes.
Good movie. Love that movie.
Sorry, what were you saying?
That's
I
hell of a
still want to
fucking
buy
movie.
that tank top from that movie.
So
That's so
I really do.
pissed.
I'm gonna buy
So
it. Fuck it.
pissed that they're remaking that shit, dude.
Are they good?
No.
I'm all about it if they can actually do it.
Didn't The Rock fucking announce it, saying that he just signed up for something like that?
That'd be great. I
I
think
don't know.
he'd do very well in it. I'd be all about it. I'm a big fan of The Rock.
I
Yeah,
just
I
really
like The
hope
Rock
that they
too.
still stick it to that. It's a trucker. He's a trucker that just won't shut
You know
up
the
on a
original
CB
draft
radio.
of that? It was supposed to be a Western. That's why like the
That
truck
makes sense.
The truck was like basically written as a steed, and then they
Yeah.
just kind of kept it.
and kept
Yeah.
it makes sense.
I still
It makes
think that
complete
Rock
sense.
should hit me up.
Yeah.
So I can play his younger brother or his younger self or something.
I'm pretty sure Vinny Rock is like on top of that.
I look way more like The Rock than he does.
What were
You
you
sure
saying?
about that?
I love you,
The
Vinny,
Professional.
But I think
Leon the Professional.
Yeah.
I was about to say that. I was
And-
going to say that, but how much gunplay does? I'm trying to think of the gunplay.
He
It's
has the
terrible gunplay, but
shootout.
it's a lot of fun.
Shootout with a SWAT team where he turns upside down and fucking
Okay,
shoots him from
yes, because all I can
Uh,
remember is him teaching her.
there. A Better Tomorrow.
You're making me
Better
think
tomorrow.
of Saint.
Oh,
Better Tomorrow
favorite,
2.
favorite Bond.
No. Fucking the Chinese one with fucking.
There's a Chinese Bond.
No, it's not a fucking Bond movie.
I just forgot
Whoa.
that that's what the question we were asking before. Someone asked it, and I
Saints.
took us off on that. But Saints, the Saint, you mean?
The Saint.
Yeah.
Saints and Sinners. That's one I really
there's
like.
a sniper movie I'm trying to think of, and I just can't think of it.
Enemy at the Gates.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Enemy at the Gates. That was a good one. I don't know, man. I just feel like there's not. Oh, American Sniper.
Better
Yeah.
Tomorrow too.
American Sniper was pretty good. I think they did a pretty good job on that, depicting what he did.
I
That
think
opening scene was
Bradley
crazy.
Cooper was pretty solid.
Bradley
on that.
Cooper did
He
a
did a
pretty
good
solid
job.
He
job.
did a really good job
That
on what he was able to do. So I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. That especially when you I almost brought this up earlier when we got into it. Like I am confused on how I feel about recent event war movies. Like if you're talking about Vietnam or World War II or even Black Hawk Down, I thought was kind of questionable because it was a little bit too close to it. Like I don't know how I feel about movies that are depicting things that happened 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah, it's really difficult, especially if like you don't really know the story. So now you're just basing it off of the movie itself.
Yeah.
Then the movie's going to have its own fucking
Like Lone
narrative,
Survivor?
like Lone Survivor. And like, yeah, they had the experts there and all that, but the actors are still going to portray something else. You know what I'm saying? And then Hollywood would still be Hollywood doing its own fucking
It's always
thing.
going to exaggerate things.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
So because it's a movie, and then when, like you said, like if it's something that's happened like 2 or 3 years ago, it's one of those things like, did it really go down like that? Or like, you know, or you start thinking of the technology that was there. You know, it's one of those things. Like I think they should just go back to what movies are supposed to be, is imagination,
Yeah.
and
I
not
mean, there's
stick
definitely
to,
been some movies that have glorified particular soldiers in their acts in war.
Yeah, like
you know?
there's a few movies that was talking about drug cartels and all that shit. What's that fuck? Who's the bad guy in Spider-Man? The first Spider-Man that he's like the fucking
Kevin or
he's in Boondock Saints as well. I forgot his name.
Oh, you're talking about the fucking old school Spider-Man.
He's the Green Goblin in that.
Yes.
So-
yeah.
What's his name? He
I don't
was
know
in
his name.
a
He
movie
was in a
as
Hamburger, not Hamburger Hill. What was it? The Platoon.
the Platoon.
I think he was in the Platoon.
Yes, he
Is that
was.
the
He's
name?
been in a lot of
Yeah.
good movies.
So there was a movie that I don't remember the
Is
fucking
it
name of
based
the
in
title.
Vietnam?
No, it's based that they're dealing with fucking Harrison Ford was in it.
Okay.
And they're trying to fucking get the cartel.
William Dafoe.
Defoe. I should have fucking remembered that. So, Defoe is part of like a fucking elite team that's out right next to fucking whoever the cartel is that they're after. It's a Colombian cartel. And, Harrison Ford is back in the United States as a CIA agent that's realizing that there's somebody that's really fucking shit up on their side. I think it was like presidential or something like that.
It sounds like it was like the part of the book series that Harrison Ford did movies for, like the
Yeah, that one character. Ah, fuck. It's gonna drive me nuts because
I
Defoe
remember
was in it.
one was related to like the Irish, like the IRA, and ended in a fucking house out in Washington or something, or not Washington. What the fuck, Vermont?
What? Okay, so Harrison Ford, The Fugitive, Patriots games.
I think it was Patriots games. That's what it is.
There you go. See,
dude, that fucking movie is fucking phenomenal.
Air Force One.
Air Force One is pretty good, but I thought,
dude,
like,
he's
the
a president
tactics,
and he kills a terrorist.
Yeah.
Come on.
But the tactics in that fucking movie is pretty fucking good. Like, you got the team, like, they got to go to fucking blow up the fucking Cessna that was about to leave with like 300 pounds of fucking cocaine, you know?
Quigley Down Under.
Ooh, Quigley, that term. That term is fucking phenomenal.
I've never seen that one.
What? Have you heard the term Quigley?
No.
That's a Marine thing.
So I've
never heard Quigley.
It's an old school.
I've never heard that once.
1800s sniper movie.
Australia.
It's fucking cool. I will. I got it. I can let you borrow it. But
you have a copy of it? I love that. Of course. I love you, D. He's like, I got a copy of it. What the fuck?
All right. I got it on Blu-ray.
I've got 2 movies on Blu-ray right now. John Wick 1, John Wick 2, and that's all. I think I have maybe like 2 or 3 more. That's
all you need.
Clearly, that was my list.
That movie. He's a fucking cowboy that's world renowned for being one of the best shots in the world at long distance, and he gets paid to go out to Australia. So he fucking gets on a goddamn boat and he sails for 6 months or however long it takes him to get to Australia.
Wherever. And
then he finds out that basically the guy wants him to murder a bunch of natives.
Oh, but dude, it skipped like the other part.
Oh, I'm leaving some stuff out on purpose.
But you gave him the juice of the whole movie, though.
Dude, I told you before, like, spoilers really don't bother me that much.
All right, either way.
Just if I know I'm going to see it, I prefer not to. That's all.
Quigley. You know the term of Quigley, right? Quigley.
Enlighten us.
1 shot, 2 kills. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Long distance.
That. I think because they always say 1 shot, 1 kill. That's why probably. I don't know.
1 shot, 2 kills, and that's called a Quigley.
I'm assuming now you're telling me that he shot 2 people with 1 bullet.
Not that I can recall.
It's
not
no
in the movie. That's just his name.
That's his name's Quigley.
Yeah. No, but you can look up the Quigley term.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
It'll make you want to buy a Sharps.
Fuck. Yes. Holy shit.
Is that the rifle I have to get?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Good luck finding one.
You can find them.
Dude,
they're like $3,000.
Yeah. Good luck finding one.
I would love to own a surgeon rifle, man. I want a surgeon. That's if I could afford it and I picked the rifle that of my choice, it'd be a surgeon.
I feel like that's overrated now.
Well, okay. I want a surgeon as of 7 years ago.
Yeah.
So if there's something else better, I haven't looked into it.
I think that there's not necessarily better, but of equal quality at a much lower price point now.
Yeah, because I used to be Accuracy International, then they went fucking haywire.
Yeah.
And then Surgeon, they went. I mean, everything gets popular, then they start going. I get it, but
yeah.
Sure, I'm open.
I just think because of modern manufacturing, like they're able to achieve intense precision where they weren't able to before. Like, have you seen the stuff that they're getting with the Daniel Defense rifles?
No, I haven't.
Daniel Defense came out with a bolt action. I think it's the Delta 5.
Oh, I have seen it. Yeah.
Yeah, and people are reporting quarter MOA accuracy with it.
Yeah, but how much is it? Like 2,200, 2,400, something like that. It's probably up there, isn't it? Because Daniel Defense is another one of those companies. They make good shit, but
right. It's not cheap. It's in the 2000s, but it's not in the 3000s. I'd say
because the Surgeon rifle I want
fucking expensive as shit, man.
About $4,400.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you can get 2 Daniels.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna just say fuck it all and just go get an RPR and just deal with that. But there's a lot of people that I trust with when it comes to guns, when it comes to distance, like shooting distance. Because they actually do it. Stay away from it.
Yeah.
You know, there's that one New York cop that comes in the store all the time, bald-headed guy. He talks a lot.
There's a few of those.
But he's an old retired sniper from police force from New York, and he was don't get an RPR. He's like, you'd be better off getting like a $400 something else than an RPR. And he was telling me all types of things, and he had me there for like an hour talking about it. But nice guy, you know, nothing wrong with him.
Is Chase ready to talk about movies again?
I don't know. He's like
13 hours.
It took you that long?
Benghazi. No, I had plenty. You just were fucking off topic. But I was letting you talk.
You were
that
fucking
3 years.
That
type
is
of thing.
Yeah, I agree.
And
that's like that awkward phase. But damn, that was a good movie.
It hit home, son. Man.
Yeah, now you're starting to get me hating. Like, I want to do some more fuck you.
I like Man on Fire.
Yes.
Man on Fire was good.
Denzel, my fucking man. I heard Equalizer was the fucking shit.
The Equalizer's good. Training Day has an iconic scene where he starts clacking the guns together, and he's like, "Huh? You want to play? You want something?" Training Day. I don't think. Yeah, there is actually gunplay in there.
It's very limited, but
good.
It's a great fucking Denzel Washington movie.
Dude, Denzel's the man. The man. He is the man.
I guess the man of man.
The men. No, he's not the men of me.
Dude, okay, so let's go down the fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger train here. Commando.
I was about to say, damn it, you took my one. I was like, Commando, go.
Commando, motherfuckers. Hacking an arm off with a machete.
Oh, they rob a gun store.
Yeah.
They fucking ram a tractor into the side of the wall, break down the wall, and he just goes with the shopping cart. Just starts okay, he's a rocket launcher. They sold rocket launchers at this fucking store.
I thought that was a military depot. I thought that was in a foreign country, and he was robbing like an armory for a military.
Pretty sure that was like a gun store.
Was it?
Yeah,
it was taking place on an island, like where he was.
No, they had to travel to the island,
right?
But where he robbed them was like a gun store. But this military, it was like a military surplus store.
Okay, so the movie starts off, and they kidnap his kid, and it's at his house, and he fucking like makes his way to the shed that he has, fucking busts it open, and he has an armory like in his own house, and fucking grabs an FAL and starts fucking people up with an FAL. It's right off the bat on that movie. That's a fucking not an accurate as far as technique with guns, but fucking super fun gun movie. I love that movie.
End of Days, when he talks about his Glock 34, True Lies. Wow. Fucking.
Thank you, Dillon.
Yep.
I liked Eraser. Thought Eraser was great.
Dude, I'm so many fucking good ones from him.
Repo Man.
Oh,
There's some gunplay in there.
Now he's just going through
like
Arnold's though.
Oh,
Arnold's history.
It's a military surplus store.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's a fucking regular fucking store that he runs a tractor into.
That's awesome.
Total Recall.
Total Recall.
Do they have gunplay in there?
Fuck yes, they do. Yeah.
Remind me. Go over the scene with me.
Fucking pretty much everything in Mars.
Yep.
Everything in Mars is fucking gunplay.
But
yes, no, agreed. I would love to go to a fucking gun store or
it's a military surplus
shop
in California.
and it's in California.
And
he gets a rocket launcher out of the fucking from the store.
Going back to when you're making a movie, you can kind of turn it into whatever the fuck
you want. Yeah, I just thought about that. I was like, hell yeah, it was a surplus store.
Talking about action movies, so
the never-ending magazines in that movie, that is like the fucking quintessential of that. 150 round AK mag.
Yeah, did you guys Den of Thieves?
I don't think I saw it. No, I did not see it. I know what you're talking about. I want to see it, but I never actually saw
Watch?
First Watch.
That's our movie.
First Watch.
Yeah, that's your movie,
Yep.
Chase.
No, that is a good one. That's a good gun movie.
That's a good gun
movie. It's the fucking cop movie.
It's the copper.
End of Watch?
Oh, End of Watch. Sorry.
Yeah. Fucking.
My bad. My bad.
Fuck
you knew what I was talking
the
about.
Fucking indignation in his voice.
Yeah.
I was like, it's
hard. You knew what I was talking about though when I said First Watch, though.
I thought of End Watch, and then they were like, yeah, First Watch, like the Chow place.
I didn't
There's
say that.
Chow First Watch.
Okay, First Watch.
I'm sorry, D.
There at least is one other person in this room that knew what I was talking about. Okay. Yeah.
End of Watch.
End of Watch. Yes. Good gunplay in that movie.
Yes. I just liked the cop aspect of fucking shit. Yes, I thought it was awesome.
Yeah,
it's good.
like
one of the best portrayals of cops in a film.
Dude, yeah, especially when they chose the right area for that too, LA and stuff. And then the whole like they're by themselves and then they're waiting for backup and then like the one cop gets stabbed in the face and like they're trying to go follow the gang in there. Yeah. Like, dude, like just watching that, I could only like that's the epitome of what a cop is meant to do. You go after, and that's what they did. And they got themselves in a shitty fucking situation. It's awesome.
Daylight's End.
Yes.
You probably have not seen that. I think
Daylight's End?
Daylight's End. It's an Amazon movie or a movie that never went to theaters. It was a smaller one, but you could pay for it for Amazon for a while. I bought it, but now it's free. If you have Amazon Prime, you can just watch it for free.
Yeah, bro.
It's awesome. It's a
watching that
told
tonight.
you about it. Zombie one. It's the same fucking guy from Saints and Sinners.
Vampire.
Love that guy.
Like combo
zombie vampires. Fuck.
Yes, but that's really unimportant.
No. It's great.
The
gun action's good.
The gun action is
I meant fuck. I would not want to fight one of those guys.
I would.
At least you have daylight. That's Daylight's End. That's the advantage of that. Zombies don't give a fuck if it's day or night.
Like Saints and Sinners, same fucking guy. Cop movie.
Mhm.
I like the gunplay. Some parts not so much, where the guys are running.
You told
like
me
full
about it. I
auto
still
foul.
haven't had a chance to watch
I
it.
like it because there's tactics and shooting people, and
Yeah.
I think that's what's
Daylight's End.
amazing.
Main guy's rocking an M1A with 20 round mags, chest rig, and then a 1911 10 round mags.
Mhm.
Yep. And then
He's running that bitch suppressed.
suppressed M1A. So all the fucking blowback in
Ain't
his
even
face.
mad, yeah.
And then all the various bad guys in post-apocalyptic world fighting dudes with fucking an M1A.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Like
some
random
team
ass
tactics
guns.
going on.
It's great.
Yeah.
Fuck, that movie's so awesome.
Yep, I like it a lot.
I'm going to watch it.
Big fan of that one. And I'm telling you, Saints and Sinners, great. There's some great stuff. Besides the whole like M4 full auto shit just to be cool, that drives me crazy. But
Yeah.
when he's shooting his handgun and fucking he runs a 1911 in that one too. So it's awesome.
So
You should watch it because you'll like it because they're military guys, and then one of the buddies, military guy, becomes a cop. And then
Daylight's End.
Yeah, for the zombie one,
Daylight's End.
Saints and Sinners.
Saints and Sinners. That sounds familiar.
Yeah,
But
you
I
should
don't know
watch
if I've
it.
seen it,
You should
yeah.
watch it. Just watch it.
Well, I'll watch it. There's a lot of things I gotta watch, including this movie that we're trying not to get spoiled, but whatever.
Endgame.
I know.
That's
I
not
can't
even.
believe you
That's
still
completely.
haven't seen
That's
Completely
it's gonna be a month now.
Well,
Right.
What is-
I can because I tried seeing it over the weekend and they're sold out. They're sold out everywhere.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
I saw it opening night. Darian was saying, "Oh well, there's no fucking way it's gonna be sold out." So it was Tuesday of that week. It came out Thursday. It's like, dude, there's no fucking way because there's so many theaters, and all of the theaters are dedicating like fucking 10 showrooms to this thing. Like no.
Even
Like
though they only got 8.
They all know that they fucking.
That's the time
this
to
is
make
the movie.
money.
Yeah,
it's
this
time
is-
to make money.
Exactly. This is the event of the year for them. So, I look at it, and I'm right. Like, there's probably 5 or 6 on opening night at Tuesday, anyways, that aren't sold out. But almost every show timing, you have to pick your seat, and everything's filled up except for the front row.
Oh yeah.
And like I switched theaters, I switched movie times, and I found one theater that has 2 good seats in it at a particular time. So I say, screw it, I buy the tickets. And she's not big into comic books, but even she was like, Jesus, that was a good fucking movie. She did not. I mean, she was pissed that she was going to be up till 1:30 in the morning watching this movie, and she was like, I'm happy it went like that. I fucking like this movie.
Damn.
Terrible gun tactics.
Yes.
Oh,
Very
Well, they're
much
playing
so.
with space guns. Come on.
well, I mean, have you seen the TV show Shield?
No.
Yeah, they actually do a couple gunplay scenes in there that I thought was really weird. They shoot the guns really close to the face.
Yeah.
Like when they're shooting from afar, instead of pointing their arms completely fully extended out, they bring them in, and it's like they're trying to aim down the sights, and the
they
gun's
pull,
like 6
like
inches from the
they
face.
pull the. There's got to be a term for it, but basically they invent a specialty gun that shoots bullets that only knock people out rather than kill them.
Stun guns.
Basically, nightlight guns. They're based on
Dumb.
1911s.
Dumb.
They have glowing projectiles. and
What?
So you can dodge it.
Basically,
Glowing
it's for the show to be able to
I would
shoot
totally
people.
buy those if they can glow.
Glowing Blade.
Oh,
Blade for a great gun movie,
Underworld?
and then
Blade.
Underworld,
Oh,
that's
my
what it
goodness,
is.
this is a whole other
Oh,
fucking
my
world
God.
we just opened up right now.
I thought about Underworld when you guys were talking earlier, but I
yeah,
spaced on it.
sorry, yeah, but
Yeah.
glowing stuff.
RoboCop.
Fuck yes.
RoboCop. Whoa.
He died.
I'd buy
died
that
over
for
there?
$1.
Yeah.
There's so many.
Dread.
Dude, yeah.
Stallone.
Fuck
Oh, yeah,
Dread.
No, Dread. Not
Oh.
not Judge Dredd, but Dread.
Dread.
Right, the newer
Yes.
remake one.
Holy
So
shit!
the newer one in 3D on a 3D TV is freaking amazing.
Bro,
Yeah.
it was
Because they
such-
filmed it in 3D. So
Right,
if you
they-
saw that 3D, it was amazing. It really is good.
Copping 101 right there.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, shoot first, ask questions later. Is that what
All of the bullets.
I'm the judge.
Yeah, Jesus.
Dude. Yeah, that
you're
movie was fucking
Demolition
phenomenal.
Man?
I bought it recently. I've
Yes.
seen it, obviously, but I haven't watched it in years. I bought that recently just to have in my collection. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
How am I going to say no to that?
How do you say no to that? It's a classic. Where isn't that where Demolition Man is when he goes in the future. He's frozen, goes in the
frozen.
future.
He's frozen in time.
He gets
Taco Bell is a fucking
fine dining
experience.
It kind of is.
There's no toilet paper, so he fucking cusses.
Yeah,
So he gets
you
tickets.
can't swear. Yeah,
He gets tickets for swearing, so he swears a bunch. So he can
Did he
wipe his
figure out the
ass.
3 shells?
I was about to
so
ask,
fucked.
does anybody fucking know? Because I've searched this the last time I saw the movie.
I gotta look it up.
I'm like, it's 2019. Somebody has to fucking figure this out, or somebody had
Nobody
to leak
has
it in.
had
Listeners,
There's nothing. Sandra Bullock
us out.
mentioned something about it, saying that she knows, but she won't tell. And everyone's
That's
like, what
fucked
the
up.
fuck?
Somebody should punch her in the
Here we go. We
forehead.
got our producer right now looking it up. But I'm telling you, you cannot find out what those 3 shells are used for. It's impossible. But it's one of those things that fucking movie was awesome. Where the guy, the
it goes
old
down in
timer,
history.
is like training the new guys, and then he's like, "Wait, what? There's books? No, fuck that."
They're like training about it. Like
Yeah.
this is how you fight right here.
Sir, please stand away from the machine you are beating up.
No, the sex scene where she's like, "You want to have sex? Okay."
Oh yeah.
So
Here's
they put the fucking headbands on. He's like,
at
"What?"
first he's about to go down. He's like, "Yeah, I've been frozen in time. I'm about to get it on."
She puts the fucking
then-
collar on his head. What
It's
the
like
fuck
fucking
is this?
cone heads all over it.
Yeah, she's like-
that's what I thought about.
She's like, "Ew, exchanging of bodily fluids. That's gross." And he's like, "What? That's what it's all about. What the fuck?" Anyways,
All right, bitches. If you think of anything else as far as movies we missed, let us know. This is Clear Malfunction on Instagram, the Nitro Panda. We also have the Covert Standards own Instagram, Bad Karma Live, and Cabal USA.
Yeah.
Hit us up on Instagram. Let us know what movies we missed. Anything else you'd like to add to that conversation.
fucking love you guys, man.
Work your ass off.
I'll be back.
Pew pew.